President Donald Trump is set to impose an additional 100% trade tariff on China. It's in response to new restrictions over rare earth minerals. Those are the ones used to make most modern tech. Let's get more on this by speaking live to Deakin University economist and lecturer, Dr. Pink, Nataliya Ilyushina. Natalia, thanks for your time again here on Sky News Australia. How are these tariffs going to work alongside those already imposed?
So, as you mentioned, it's an additional 100% tariff on top of the existing 30%, so a total of 130, and they are in retaliation to the additional controls imposed by China on not just rare earth minerals, but also exporting the equipment used in production, smelting, and other related processes of rare earth minerals. And while it does appear at the first glance as yet another exuberant number delivered by Donald Trump, in fact, the trade of rare earth minerals is fundamentally different to most trades of goods and services globally. What makes it so different is that unlike when we're talking about the tariffs or restrictions on more common goods like, say, clothing, which only means increase in price or changing which country we're sourcing those goods, we cannot really change the supply of rare earth minerals because China digs or extracts, better say, 70% of world's rare earth minerals. What is more important is that they hold almost a monopoly on processing those rare earth minerals into anything that can actually be used in production, which makes the situation a lot more complicated, meaning we're talking not about increasing price for the product, but actual shortages and supply chain disruptions.
And what does this trade war mean for Australia? Because we have our own rare earth mineral industry here, don't we?
Indeed, and not only that, we do have the site in Mount Weld in Western Australia where we extract our own rare earth minerals, and we're in the top 5 by digging rare earth minerals in the world. But what is more important that we have the world most significant rare earth refinery outside China, which is a Lynas rare earth, a company again in WA, and there is another rare earth refinery under construction that is due to be completed in 2027. And that could be a good negotiation point in the upcoming meeting between Trump and Albanese later this month, where we can actually offer substantial deals to soften the blow in terms of tariffs and a generally improved relationship with the United States.
And Natalia, we've got about a minute left on the show, and we've got two countries here, certainly China and certainly US President Donald Trump, who are quite stubborn. They like to stick to their positions, don't they? So how do you think this is going to play out?
Look, I do hope that, as usual, Donald Trump will use it more as a negotiation chip rather than the actual tariff that's going to come into effect and will affect us. But what can happen if that trade war escalates further in terms of rare earth minerals? We might have a supply chain disruption in things like vacuum cleaners and iPhones.
Yeah, so it certainly has the potential to affect not just us, but certainly things globally. As always, when you're talking about these two gigantic economic nations, Nataliya Ilyushina, as always, we really appreciate your time here on Sky News Australia and for getting up so early with